Hey there ACCA aspirants, congratulations! You have now reached the professional level of your ACCA qualification. Now there are only 4 papers that you need to pass, and after that, a global career in finance and accounting awaits you. Now these 4 papers, as you obviously know, are extremely important. But here's the twist. Out of these 4 papers, 2 papers are compulsory. Which are your compulsory papers? Paper number 1, Strategic Business Reporting, SBR. SBR is an in-depth study of international financial reporting standards and their application in various case studies for building up the financial statements of corporate entities. The second compulsory paper is Strategic Business Leader, SBL. As the name suggests, SBL paper is all about choosing the right business strategy for the case study that is going to be in front of you. SBL is a highly subjective paper with no right answer and no wrong answer. You have to actually understand what the case study in front of you in the paper demands and answer accordingly. A lot of practice is needed, and yes, it is a scoring paper as well. Now, there are 2 more subjects, and for these 2 subjects, you have 4 options to choose from. So, the 4 optional subjects that you have to choose these 2 subjects out of are paper number 1, AAA, Advanced Auditing and Assurance. Paper number 2, Advanced Taxation, ATX. Paper number 3, Advanced Financial Management, AFM. And paper number 4, APM, Advanced Performance Management. Now, before you choose 2 out of these 4 subjects, take a deep breath. भाई पहले खुद को तो पूछो करना क्या चाहते हो आपके करियर में. There are 2 fantastic paths that you can choose from. The first road is that road of becoming a global compliance leader. What does a global compliance leader do? A global compliance leader delivers services in the field of statutory audit, that is auditing and assurance. Also, a global compliance leader gives taxation advice, files taxation returns, and does taxation planning. Now understand one thing. Compliances are compulsory wherever you go in the world. But keep one thing in mind. As a compliance leader, you will not be a corporate leader. You can be a partner in the big 4 consulting firm such as EY, Deloitte, KPMG, PwC. You can be also a leader, a corporate leader for firms such as your BDO, your MZSK, you could be in the Mazars network, you could be with RSM, you could be with Nextdime, you could be with Grant Thornton. There's a variety of firms where you could be a director, you could be a partner, you could be a leader. But remember, you'd be heading compliance. The second is a corporate leader. I'll come to corporate leadership in some time. Now, as a global compliance leader, what do? You sign off on financial statements, you head audits, you head the taxation planning, you sign off on the taxation returns. You take decisions with respect to how compliance are going to be performed. Now, the paper of AAA, that is Advanced Auditing and Assurance, has a global passing percentage of roughly 38 to 42%. Students do sometimes find it difficult because they have to apply international standards on auditing to the given case studies in the question. Here, students do tend to get confused with respect to how to apply various parts of an auditing standard to that particular case study, and they sometimes do lose marks. But practice is key. It's a good subject, and if compliance is where you want to go, AAA has to be one of your best friends. Your second best friend of compliance, of course, has to be ATX, Advanced Taxation. Here's the problem about taxation. Every country has its own tax law. So if you're going to be in India, you need to be the master of Indian tax laws. Unfortunately, in India, that's going to be a chartered accountant. You're going to learn UK tax laws in the ATX paper. But there arises a challenge over there as well. For auditing and assurance and taxation, an ACCA will always face tough rivalry from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales for practicing within UK and the region of UK. Having said this, ATX is a good paper. You will have to work hard, but With respect to, practicing it in life, you will have to learn the taxation norms of the country that you're going to choose to work in. It has a global passing percentage of somewhere around 35 to 38%. You have to master all your tax norms properly, and certainly you can do well in this paper. This was your line of compliance. If you want to be a partner, as I said, in big fours or large, compliance firms, you can certainly go down this path. Now comes corporate leadership. Who decides what is going to be the price of your product? Who decides which market you are going to launch it in? Who decides the kind of strategy that you're going to use? Whether it's going to be skimming, whether it's going to be penetration, whether it's going to be differential pricing, who decides that? Who decides what kind of funds you're going to pick up from the market? Whether it should be debt or whether it should be equity? Who decides what kind of derivative you're going to use to hedge your financial risk? Are you going to go for an option, or are you going to definitely enter into a futures contract? Who decides these kind of things? People who sit at the strategic level do. Corporate leaders do. Your first paper, as I said, there are 4 papers. I spoke about 2. Now, if you're going in for corporate leadership, if that's your aim in life, you have 2 choices. Out of those 2 choices, your first choice is advanced financial management. It has a complete in-depth study of financial management, from the topics of capital budgeting, investment decisions, to equity valuation, to derivatives and foreign currency management. If treasury is your department that you'd like to work in, if you see yourself as a global CFO, if you see yourself as somebody who's going to work in mergers and valuations, AFM is your subject. If you love numbers, AFM is your subject. You're strong with numbers, take up AFM. But remember one thing, AFM is not just calculations. It's much more than calculations. You have to make heavy calculations, yes. But those heavy calculations have to enable you to take the right decision with respect to the case study question at hand. So, if anybody tells you it's only calculation, no. You have to master the calculations, but you also have to, develop a knack of writing the right decisions based on your calculations. That's AFM for you. It has a global passing percentage of 40 to 45%. Now the last paper. But before I go on to this last paper, let me tell you something. Whether it's audit, whether it's tax, or whether it's financial management, any big global company today can hire the right talent for it. You want a good auditor? Go to a big 4. You want a good, financial manager? You can pick up an ACCA, you can pick up a CFA, you can pick up a CA, you can pick up, an MBA in finance. There is so much you can choose from. But what about strategy? What if you want to give direction to your company? You want your products to actually stand out in the market. Believe me, in all the corporate experience that we hold as faculties, we have never seen a partner of taxation or a partner of auditing and assurance become a corporate leader. Why? Because corporate leadership requires the use of strategy, requires the use of management fundas and philosophies across the operational spectrum. And that is exactly what advanced performance management, APM, enables you to do. 100 marks of in-depth case studies based on management fundas about performance evaluation, budgeting, budgetary controls, risk management, the ultra important topic of ESG standards, the important fundas of human resource management, risk management, all put across case studies and literally served for you to solve. APM paper has more of theory and less of calculations. It is subjective. No answer is right, no answer is wrong. You need to know your theories really well. Don't take it for granted. Many people can end up having a poor score because they don't study the theory well. This paper has a global passing percentage of 40 to 45%. But with us, we have achieved passing percentages of 95% and above in APM. Why is it so that we have such high passing percentages? We solve the right case studies with the right mindset. We have the right corporate examples cited in the classroom with extremely motivational faculties who help you with color-coded notes, graphs and diagrams to remember theories. We make these theoretical concepts very easy for you to remember and then reproduce onto your exams. APM can be your key to corporate leadership strategically. And that is exactly what we are here to do for you. From the time you choose the subject, you prepare for the subject, appear for a healthy number of mock tests with us for the subject, and finally pass the exams. And passing is not the end of our responsibilities. We ensure placements as well. Choose your optional subjects wisely. If compliance is key for you, please go in for AAA and ATX. If you are, excited by the thought of financial management, derivatives, and all of these, crucial financial concepts, pick up AFM. If you see yourself as a corporate decision maker, somebody like a Noel Tata or a Natarajan Chandrasekharan, or probably say a Mukesh Ambani, or probably say, a Nandan Nilekani, a Satya Nadella, you see yourself in those corporate shoes. You see yourself across corporate boardrooms, heading meetings, taking big decisions, taking your company truly global. APM is going to be your best friend. And here's a secret. APM is quite a lot like SBL. So while you're going to be working hard on SBL, a compulsory subject, your mindset for working for APM automatically gets developed. Please make sure to leave any kind of questions, any kinds of doubts in the comments below. Please reach out to us for any clarification. Believe in yourself to achieve the best, and believe me, the best will come your way. Good luck.